The year was 1927. Australia, still a young nation, was finding its footing. Amidst the bustling city of Melbourne, within the hallowed halls of the Melbourne Trades Hall, history was being made. It was here that the Australian Council of Trade Unions, or ACTU, was born. This marked a pivotal moment in Australian labour history, a testament to the collective power of workers seeking a fairer and safer future. Before the ACTU, individual unions fought tirelessly for their members. However, their impact was often limited. The formation of the ACTU provided a unified platform. It brought together diverse unions under a single banner. The goal was clear: to amplify the voices of working Australians and advocate for their rights on a national scale. The creation of the ACTU did not happen overnight. It was the culmination of years of struggle, dialogue, and a shared vision for a more just society. The founders of the ACTU understood that a united front was essential to challenge the status quo and secure meaningful improvements for workers across industries. The Melbourne Trades Hall, with its rich history as a hub for worker advocacy, provided a fitting backdrop for this momentous occasion. It stood as a symbol of the labour movement's enduring spirit and its commitment to social justice. The founding of the ACTU within its walls solidified its place as a sacred space in the annals of Australian labour history. From its inception, the ACTU established itself as the peak representative body for Australian workers. Its mission was clear: to fight for better working conditions, fair wages, and a safer work environment. The ACTU recognised that the well-being of workers was inextricably linked to the prosperity of the nation. The ACTU's role extended beyond mere negotiation with employers. It actively engaged with the government. The ACTU sought to influence policy decisions that affected workers' lives. This included advocating for legislation that protected workers' rights and ensured their safety in the workplace. One of the ACTU's key strengths lay in its ability to bring together unions from various sectors. It created a forum for dialogue and collaboration. This allowed workers from different industries, each facing their unique challenges, to find common ground and work together towards shared goals. The ACTU played a crucial role in coordinating national campaigns and strikes. This demonstrated the collective power of the union movement. Through these actions, the ACTU was able to secure significant victories for workers. These included improvements in wages, working hours, and workplace safety standards. The union movement in Australia has a long and proud history of fighting for the health and safety of workers. From the early days of industrialization, unions recognized the importance of protecting workers from the hazards of the workplace. They understood that every worker had the right to return home safe and sound at the end of each day. The push for better occupational health and safety, or OHS standards, was not merely a matter of altruism. It was a fight for basic human rights. Unions witnessed firsthand the devastating toll that unsafe working conditions could take on individuals, families, and entire communities. Through persistent advocacy, lobbying, and at times industrial action, unions pushed for legislative changes to improve workplace safety. One of the most significant achievements of the union movement was its instrumental role in the development of the Occupational Health and Safety Act. This landmark legislation, enacted in 1985, provided a framework for managing workplace risks and ensuring the health and safety of employees across Australia. The Act enshrined the principle that employers had a duty of care to provide a safe work environment for their employees. Section 4. Harmonising workplace safety, safe work. Australia and national WHS laws. Prior to 2012, Australia's occupational health and safety system was, fragmented. Each state and territory had its own set of laws and regulations. This created confusion and inconsistency for businesses operating across state lines. It also made it difficult to ensure a uniform standard of worker protection across the country. Recognising the need for a more streamlined and effective approach, the Australian government, in consultation with unions and employer groups, established Safe Work Australia. This national body was tasked with developing a single set of work health and safety laws to apply across all jurisdictions. The introduction of the national WHS laws in 2012 marked a significant milestone in Australian workplace safety. This harmonised system provided clarity and consistency. It ensured that all workers, regardless of their location or industry, were protected by the same high standards. Safe work? Australia continues to play a crucial role in promoting workplace health and safety. It provides guidance and resources to businesses and workers. It also collects data and monitors trends in workplace injuries and fatalities. This information is used to inform policy decisions and improve safety outcomes for all Australians. Section 5. Shaping the landscape, social, political and economic forces. The development of unions and occupational health and safety in Australia has been profoundly shaped by the interplay of social, political and economic forces. From the early days of colonisation, the Australian worker faced numerous challenges: low wages, long hours and often dangerous working conditions. The rise of industrial capitalism in the late 19th century led to the growth of factories and mines. This created new occupational hazards and exacerbated existing ones. Workers began to organize themselves into unions to demand better treatment and protection from exploitation. Political changes also influenced the trajectory of the union movement. The rise of the Labour Party, with its roots in the union movement, provided a political voice for workers. The Labour Party championed workers' rights and played a key role in enacting legislation that improved working conditions and workplace safety. Economic booms and busts also left their mark on the labour movement. During periods of economic prosperity, unions were often able to secure better wages and conditions for their members. However, economic downturns often led to increased unemployment and a weakening of the bargaining power of unions. Section 6. A shared vision, the ACTU, the ALP and worker well-being. The Australian labour movement has always been characterised by a close relationship between the Australian Council of Trade Unions and the Australian Labour Party. This alliance is rooted in a shared history and a common goal to improve the lives of working Australians. The ALP was founded by the trade union movement in the late 19th century. It emerged from the struggles of working people seeking political representation and a fairer society. From its inception, the ALP has relied on the support of unions, both financially and organisationally. The ACTU, as the peak body representing Australian workers, plays a crucial role in advocating for policies that benefit working people. This includes lobbying the government on issues such as wages, workplace safety, and workers' rights. The close relationship between the ACTU and the ALP ensures that the voices of workers are heard at the highest levels of government. This partnership has resulted in significant achievements for Australian workers. These include the introduction of Medicare, a universal healthcare system, the establishment of a national minimum wage, and the implementation of robust workplace safety laws. The ACTU and the ALP continue to work collaboratively to address emerging challenges and ensure that Australia remains a fair and just society for all.